It's war in The Hunger Games: Mockingjay Part 2, and the movie feels the weight of taking the battle to the Capitol in every minute of its 137-minute runtime. While Part 1 explored the use of propaganda and politics around a rebellion, this is a full-on war movie. Part 2 feels burdened by its need to give gravity to that content, and though it's a solid film, it's also the most flawed in the series. Katniss and her squad navigate through the traps the Capitol's game makers have set throughout the city for the bulk of the movie, and in some moments, Mockingjay Part 2 delves into horror film territory as zombie-like mutations are released down dark, waterlogged tunnels. The most thrilling scenes of the movie are when Katniss and company need to evade these traps, so it makes sense that director Francis Lawrence would want to harken back to the successful structure of the previous installments through these sequences. But so much time is spent on Katniss's journey to get Snow that a bait-and-switch moment at the end lacks the punch it needs. Due to its narrow focus on Katniss and Snow, Mockingjay Part 2 misses the opportunity to land some of its more emotional and resonant scenes. There's a major death that comes late in the movie that we later learn has disturbing roots, but both moments fall flat. Similarly ill-executed is the movie's insistence on reminding the audience that there's a love triangle, which feels out of place in what is otherwise a war movie. There is little joy in Mockingjay Part 2, even as some of its main characters get their quote-unquote happy endings. Though the final scene in the film stays true to Suzanne Collins' source material, it feels out of place. It feels like screenwriters Danny Strong and Peter Craig would have taken this story to another conclusion if they hadn't been chained to the adaptation, and the same thing can be said for the love triangle. Mockingjay Part 2 gets solid performances from its impressive cast, but feels too burdened by the gravity of its story. The film focuses on Katniss as a way to depict the horrors and damages those living through a war suffer. Because of the focus on the darkness, some of the emotional scenes that aren't hinged around grief feel out of place. The story plays relatively straightforward, offering up a mostly satisfying conclusion to The Hunger Games that never inspires the same wonder as its more engaging predecessors. For more reviews, keep it on IGN.
These pods can trigger anything from bombs to traps to mutts. Whatever they contain, they're meant to kill you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 76th Hunger Games.